Yeah, very good afternoon, my dear students. Myself, Sandeep Chaitanya, one of the coordinator for the program, and today I will be discussing about the leftover topics by PVR Garu in the previous sessions. What sort has dealt with. So up to now, we had seen. Can anyone chat in the YouTube? Everything is clear from my side. I mean, my voice is very audible for you. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, once again, a very good afternoon. Sorry for the small delay. Actually, we are having the JEE mains examination in our college, and an online examination is going to conducted by uh, TCS in our college. So, as part of that, they are using some of the lab terminals. So, there is a small delay. So, as I said, myself once again repeating myself, Sandeep Chaitanya. In connection to the P. Venkateshwara Garu class, so today I will be discussing about the leftover concepts in the Excel, okay, that will be mainly used for the data analytics and more data science. For anything, before sharing my screen, okay, up to now we had seen what are the different type of functionalities that will be used in the case of Excel for the data science and more for the data analytics parts. Once again, and everywhere, suppose a simple example, let me say, suppose if you are having a bunch amount of data, suppose 100 pages of document has been there, the entire 100 pages of document is saying about the uh, profit or else better we will go for the profits. Profits of Maruti for the last 5 financial years. Let me repeat the same thing. There is a 100 pages of document has been there, okay, which has been released officially. For example, it will be showing the profits of Maruti sales for the last 5 financial years. So for a layman to analyze the entire 5 pages of document, it will be taking a large amount of time, definitely. So what I will be doing, I will be going for a pictorial representation of that particular entire data. Okay, if the same information has been present, not in the theoretical fashion, if I'm producing that thing in the table fashion, for example, okay, the table is having some sort of profits regarding to the quarterly, regarding to the yearly, regarding to the half-yearly. If any is there any downfalls, what are the different type of profits, any sort of percentage of profits and everything, if it has been related. And moreover, if I am simply defining a table with multiple columns saying that the profits in southern India and profits in northern India, eastern India, western India, and moreover, once we are going for the southern India, once again going for the different states of southern India like Telangana, Andhra Pradesh. If you are partitioning the table into multiple columns, and if I am producing the same 100 page document in the table, it will be very much easy for a layman to easy to understand. Okay, even though if you are going for the let me say about the table representation, okay, as we are following in the case of Excel, just some sort of rows and more of the columns. Okay, even though if you are representing the required data in the table fashion also, it will be taking some amount of time to analyze. We have to compare every individual value. Okay, southern India, the profit is of some 19%. Northern India, the profit is of 17%. We have to analyze these particular values and we have to understand what is the profit values. Suppose if the entire thing has been represented by us in the pictorial representation by using some sort of graphs or also pie charts, histograms, bar graphs, something, automatically, even for a layman also, easily you can understand, okay, this is a situation. Okay, this is a Maruti sales. Okay, the value has been influencing in this particular manner. Whether the value has been influencing in the case of linearly or else exponentially. Okay, what may be the profit gain? What is maybe the loss? Everything can be easily understand if I am representing the same 100 pages of document instead of going for a table than for a graph. Okay, this is the main advantage of going for the graphs doing in the Excel. Okay, so let me say one thing. What I will be doing is nothing but I will be using the same data sheets what you have already there. Okay, so that it will be very much easy for you to understand. Let me download any sort of thing that has been used by you. Yesterday we got a you got a information from PVR sir regarding the bunch of information has been given by him. Some Excel sheets has been there. So which particular Excel sheet I am going to use, I will say right now only, so that you can open that particular Excel file and you can work out with me parallelly. Let me download. So at any instant of time, if you have any doubt, just ping me in the YouTube chat window. Parallelly, I am saying about your chat also, so that it is very much convenient for me. So right now I'm opening the document. I'm checking which particular Excel sheet is feasible for us to work out with. So which contains the values. Homework is not okay. Conditional formatting. Count if lookup. Some will go with some then. I'm checking. So better I will take my own Excel sheet. So I'm presenting my entire screen. Yeah. So you are looking at one of the Excel sheet here. I will increase the size. Don't get tense. Yeah. So here you are seeing some sort of values and subjects. It is concerned to your first years only. Okay, the values is saying about some sort of, you can see the subjects of fundamentals of computer science, programming through C, fundamentals of computer science laboratory, programming through C laboratory. Okay, these are all the first year subjects that we are studying right now. Then we have the some sort of COs. COs stands for the course objective and POs is nothing but the program outcomes. Okay, so these are the you are least bothered. Okay, let me say. So you are having some sort of value saying that one, two, three, something else. Okay, so what I will do right now is okay, I will take the summation value. You are very much familiar how to calculate the required sum. I can write a formula with equal to sum of, okay, selecting the entire things. Okay, we are getting some sort of value as sum 44. Okay, And similarly, I want to make the summation for these things, just the plus mark and drag on these values. We are getting some values. Okay. Now, what I want to check it, nothing but here the POA is having the value of 44. Okay, here POB is having the value of 44, POC is 40, and POD is of 32, and POE is of some 16. So, how this particular program outcomes are influencing your own subject? Okay, with this particular table easily I can understand. Okay, suppose if I want to represent the same thing in a pictorial manner, what I will be doing? Okay, just in our Excel sheet itself, okay, just to go for the insert option, and then you will be having the column, histograms, pie charts, bar charts, area, scatter, different type of charts has been available. Okay, everyone, once again I will be repeating, just to go for the once you are opening the Excel sheet, on the top defaultly the home button will be there. Just to go for the insert, and then we'll go for these particular different type of things. Okay, just to go for example pie chart. Okay, let me go, or else will initiate it and from columns itself. Okay, so here also we will be having different type of columns, like 2D columns has been there, 3D columns has been there, cylinders like cone representations, pyramids, and different type of things. Okay, let me go with some 3D column. So I am selecting the 3D column, but presently you can't see any sort of data here. Once the data has been selected, then only you can design your own graph. Okay, now? So what you will do, just to remove this one. Okay, select the values that you want to display. Okay, and select these particular values also. Okay, so what I'll be doing, I am selecting both the values. Just see what I am doing exactly. Okay, so you can see the values in this particular manner, what it has been selected. Okay, you can see here in the backends the color representation. So here the green color is showing these particular column names. Okay, and only the last value that has been selected, only 32 you can see. Okay, now I want to get the values for every information. Okay, so select the values, go for the insert 2D column. Okay, you can see the values in this particular manner. Okay, so all these are the editable values itself. Suppose the value is here, it is saying it as series. Now I want to change the required content. Okay, what I will be doing, I can delete that particular one. Just I am pressing the required delete button. Okay, Control Z. I want to getting back. Okay, now I want to change the required values. I can change the required values in the case of selected data. Okay, I can make the required delete series. Any sort of options are available here. And moreover, what we are getting here, we are getting totally from POA to POI. Totally 12 POs has been there, but 12 POs, how it is going to affect my own subject has been displayed in this particular manner. Okay, here there is no column names, there is no values in the x-axis and more of the y-axis. So I cannot understand what exactly this is of. Okay, so what I will be doing, I will be simply going for the edit data, and I can make any sort of options. We can go for the selected data first of all. For example, once you are clicking the required selected data, okay, the values will be selected in this particular manner. Okay, the series has been there, the defaultly the value that has been seeing here. Suppose I want to change the required value as no POS. Okay, the series names I am changing it to the program outcomes. Okay, now you can see here series has been modified to the program outcomes. Okay, now suppose defaultly in the this is about the chart data. Okay, in the horizontal, okay, in the horizontally what I am making, the values has been present as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, so now I want to make the required things as some representation as POA, POB, POC, POD, POE, something else, so that we can easily understand. Okay, POA, the values are some 45 or also 44. Okay, so I want to make the things as some POA, POB, POC, POD as that thing. We should not have the required values as 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 12. So what I am going to do, just to go for the edit, make the labels as in this particular, select the entire portions. Okay, automatically once you are selecting the entire values, the values will be getting updated in this particular fashion. So even now you can see here. So POA, the value is of 44. So, sir, generally once we are drawing the required graphs and other things, we will be going for the scale of from 0 to 100. Why we are going for 60, 45? Okay, then we will be going for the value, scaling as 0 to 50 or else 0 to 100. What we have to do? Okay, so we can, okay. Now we are going to change the scaling factor here. So what I will be doing here, so go for the format axis. Now once you are going for the format axis, what you will be going to do, just to select this particular portion. Okay, right click here. And then you will be having the format plot area. This is concerned to the entire plot of our graph. Okay, the border color I can change. Default it is of automatic. If I want to go for the no color, so no line, just to select this particular one. Okay, if I want to, so now you can see nothing has been reflected here. Okay, default it will be of no color only. Now what I want to do, I want to change this particular y-axis. Okay, just to click on this particular one, go for the format axis. So in this particular format axis options, we will be having the minimum is of some 0, maximum is of some 45, major is of some 5, minor is of some 1. It has been there. It is defaultly selected as auto. Now I want to change manually. So what I will be doing, I will be going for the minimum should be of 0. It is a fixed. Good. The maximum value that I am going for the 50, for example. Okay. So it can, now in this particular thing, the major unit will be simply defining what is the time, value interval between each individual value. It is taking the required interval value of 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. So the interval value is of some 5 value. Now I want to go for the interval value as some 10. What we will be doing, we will be simply changing this particular thing also. The major unit. Default it will be of taken as 5. Now I am making it as a 10, for example. Just to close. So automatically it will be modified here. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So what I have done, just select that particular portion and the y-axis data, right click here, go for the format axis. We will be having the minimum, maximum, major unit, some values has been there. Okay, modify those things. Okay, this is a thing that we have to do. Okay, that we have been done. And moreover, what I am doing, so y-axis has been done. So x-axis I want to represent for every individual thing. What I am doing here, so all this particular x-axis portion has been selected. Okay, what I had done, just to select that particular one, go for the selected data. Okay, so here defaultly the values has been 1, 2, 3, 4, something else has been there. So we had clicked on edit, we had selected the entire column names. Okay, just to click on the OK. So it will be modified here, and those things we can see in the diagram. Okay, so can you zoom it, sir? Could you zoom out, sir? Easy. Can you repeat it once? Okay. So don't get tense, my dear students. I mean, I'm sharing the Excel sheet right now to your WhatsApp group so that you can work out with these things. Once you am sharing, just I will delete this thing. Okay, after deleting, I will share it for you. Okay, this is a file. Within 2 minutes, you can get the required things. I'm sharing entire my screen. You can see everything what I'm doing exactly. happening. PO mapping. Sir, in class lo unnanu sir. Document desktop. What is the file case exactly? PO mapping for academics. Yeah. సో మోస్ట్లీ రమేష్ గారు పంపిస్తారు కావచ్చు ఒక 2 minutesలో మీకు. Team Rage, can you say what you want exactly? If you can understand, just go to the things what I am saying exactly. Wait a while. Once again, I will repeat the things for you. I'm requesting Ramesh Garu to forward the document for you so that you can work out the things. Just wait a while. రమేష్ గారు ఒకసారి అది పంపించిన నేను వాట్సాప్లో పంపించాను. సరే, ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ. Once again repeating, my dear students, so today we are learning the required documents or else to print the required values in an graph or else in the pie chart or else a bar chart in a pictorial manner, so that it will be very much easy for anyone to understand any sort of information. Okay, na? So what I am doing here, suppose this is a values that has been there with me. Okay, so you are least bothered with what the particular values are something else. Now these are some of the subjects that has been there in your first year syllabus, for example. Okay, so
Sir, let's say exam, sir.
come again. So what we will be doing exactly? So we will be taking the total subjects. These are the subjects, and these are the some of the outcomes that has been there for you. Okay, so I want to check this particular POEA, how it is reflecting the our own BTech course. So what I am want to do, I am drawing one particular graph here. Okay, so once again I am repeating, I will conclude within 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, you are very much eager with your exam, so you can start your exam within 15 to 20 minutes. Before going to that, just listen to my words what I am saying exactly. So what I will be doing, I want to represent this particular entire table in a graph representation. Just go for the insert and go for the column and select any particular column. The result graph will be in this particular manner. Okay, we haven't selected any sort of data here. So what I am doing here, the values that I am going to print, select those particular values. Okay, so I will zoom it for you, and I will select only some portion so that it will be very much visible for you. Okay, I will be checking only 5 values, that's it. Okay, just I'm going selecting the particular 5 values that has to be represented in my graph, going for the insert column, 2D column. Okay, the graph will be represented in this particular manner. Okay, the values that has been selected by me. In the backend, you can see the selected portion 44, 44, 40, 32, and more 16. So in the x-axis, what we are saying, the values has 1, 2, 3, 4, and more 5. Now I want to change it is. Okay, just to select that particular graph, right click on the particular graph. You can select, you can have the option as select data. Just click on that particular selected data. Okay, so defaultly in the legend entries has been there, horizontal information has been there. In the legend entry, the default value has been defined as series 1. This is about the series 1. So this is not the graph that I am going to represent. I want to have the information about the program outcomes. So I am simply, what I have done here, just to click on the edit. Okay, the series name. Okay, what I want to make it as the values as program outcomes. Okay, and the series values that has been selected in this particular sheet 1 is from some so on so location to some so on so location. Just to click on OK. So automatically here you can see the value as program outcomes. The data that has been given in the legend entries will be seen here. Clear everything. Now in the x-axis I can have the required values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 something else. Now I want to make it as some column names I want to define. So just to click on this particular horizontal axis labels here. Okay, so I want to have the required columns of these particular 5 column names. Select that particular portion, click on OK. So automatically you can see here POA, POB, POC, POD, and more of POE, something else. In this particular manner, I can change the x-axis. Okay. Now I want to change the required y-axis. For example, the y-axis default the values are 0 from 45. Now I want to make the any sort of changes. What I will be doing here, there is to select that particular portion, right click here, and you can have the required format axis. Click on the format axis here. Okay. In the format axis, you will be having some sort of options here. Okay, in the format axis defaultly, what you can see the hidden portions defaultly all are of auto. It has been taken default. Now I want to change the things. Okay, so default the minimum I want to make it as 0. From 0 itself I am starting the required graph, and the maximum I want to make it as 45. Why going for 45? I want to make it as 50. Just to click on this particular fixed, and it will be the portion will be highlighted for you, and make the value as simple 50. And the major unit also the value as simple 5. Okay, better go with the why the 5. The 5 is nothing but in the back end you can see the required graph with the interval is of 5. Some 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. The portions has been defined in this particular manner. So we'll go with the required partition as simple 10, for example. So automatically I am modifying it is to 10. Just to close. So automatically the graph will be modified in this particular fashion. So the x-axis has been updated and y-axis has been updated. So in this particular manner, I can go for the design of the graphs. Now these particular graphs, the size will not be of same. You can just go for the any corner of the particular graph. You can increase the graph. You can decrease the size of the particular graph. Okay. Suppose the plot areas also we can increase and we can decrease. Okay, we can change the required locations also. So once you want to change the required format axis, for example, default it is a 3D axis. Now I want to go for the 2D. Okay, go for the, if I want to go for any sort of rotation, just click on this particular 3D rotation. Okay, the 3D rotation here, the default will be the y-axis is of 20 degrees and more y-axis of 15 degrees has been there. Now I want to change any sort of things. It can be changed. Once change the particular x and more y coordinate, y values, automatically the rotation you can see here. Suppose next I want to make it as not 20, I want to make it as some 40 or else 50. In the back end, you can change. You can see the required changes, how it is going to reflect the x rotations. If I want to go for the y rotations, default it is a 15. Now I want to make it as 65. It will be shown in this particular manner. So the depth can also be seen. The depth is of defaultly 100% has been there. Now I want to decrease the depth. So once I am clicking the things, you can change the require. You can see the modification that has been happened in the backend. So in this particular manner, I can do any sort of magic on this particular graphs. Okay, the default will be of 100%. So this is about the 3D rotation that I am checking about. So apart from the 3D rotation of x and more y axis and more depth values, from the starting onwards we will be checking the what are the different type of options that are available. Default is suppose fill. Okay, default it has been taken as a automatic. Suppose if I want to go for the pattern fill, for example, if I am checking any sort of pattern, automatically background has been changed. If I want to go for this particular pattern, if I want to go for the line pattern, okay, apart from the patterns that has been available, okay, you can select your own patterns also. Okay, default the color is a foreground color is of blue. Now I want to make the changes. Suppose if I want to go for the red color, okay, just to check the required foreground color and click on that particular one. The foreground color has been modified to a red. Okay, suppose if I want to go for the black, so this is about the foreground color. Okay, if I want to go for the background, in the background what I am seeing the values, or else I want to change the required things as simple maroon. Okay, so this is how we can change the required things. Okay, so next I'll show the other options. So after that, next we can have the required border color has been there, border styles has been there. We can see the required shadows, glow effect. Okay, we can increase the transparency, we can decrease the transparency, opacity we can decrease. Okay, just to do magic on these things. Okay, just select the required portions, what we want to go do the changes. Select that particular portion and you can apply every option on that. Automatically you can analyze, okay, this is the changes that has been affecting on my graph. Okay, this is about the size. The height is of 7.22 centimeters, width is 11.77. So we can change the required things. Height, width values, everything will be changed here. Okay, so this is how we'll be simply generating the required graphs in an Excel sheet. Okay. Mm, any doubt up to now? Okay. Next, suppose instead of going for a single sheet, so once you are opening the Excel sheet, you can Excel workbook, you can see multiple sheets in the bottom. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, something else. Suppose if I want to generate a graph or else a pie chart in the other sheets, how we want to go with. Okay, so in that particular case, what I will be doing here, so instead of going for this type of graphs, okay, just we want to change the required chart type also. Okay, now I doesn't want any sort of this particular bar graphs. I want to go for the pie charts. That's what we'll be doing. Just right click on that particular graph. You'll be having the required option called as a change chart type. Click on that particular one. You'll be having different type of options here. What I said in the starting instant of time itself. This is about the column things. Now I want to go for the cone. I want to go for the pyramids. Okay. Suppose if I am going for the cone, how it will be represented? Just select the particular portion. Click on the OK. The things will be represented in this particular manner. Okay. Or else, if I want to go for the line drawings, the lines are been displayed in this particular manner. Suppose if I want to go for this particular line drawing, the default thing, click on OK. Okay, it will be defined in this particular manner. The POA, the value is of this much. It has been decreased once it has been reached to the POE. So these type of things can be represented for the profit or else the gains of any particular product of any particular industry. Okay, we can apart from going for this particular blue thing, why can't we go for other things? We can go for the maroon, we can go for the green, we can change any sort of color combination. In the top, you will be having different type of options here. Okay, from here itself, we can select the okay, any sort of things can be done here. Okay, so apart from the line drawings, so let me go with the other thing.
Yeah.
So apart from line, now I want to go for some pie charts. What I will be doing, just to go for the pie charts. Okay. So once you are selecting the required pie charts, you can see the required pie charts in this particular fashion. Suppose select any particular pie charts. Okay, just select that particular one, click on okay. So you can see the required angle of inclination of every individual graphs, how it has been differentiated. Okay, first of all, I'm selecting first one, click on okay. The things will be represented in this particular fashion. Okay, so POA and more or POB, they are maximum covering the maximum portion. So you can see here. Then when here it has been go for the POC, it only for green value will be displayed in this particular fashion. Okay, the blue color are also this particular portion which has been highlighted by me. This is only 16. So this is covering only 9% of the total outcome. Now, once we are highlighting this particular one, it will be showing 18% has been covered under this particular one. So in this particular fashion, I can go for the any sort of graphs. Suppose if I want to go for this type of pie charts, click on select that particular one, click on OK. So in this particular manner, I can have the required diagrams. Okay, so in this particular things also, we can go for any sort of 3D rotations. Now, x-axis is of defaultly 0. It has been flat for the x-axis. I want to make it as some 15. Or else 120, it's not feasible one, 10. Or else if I want to go for the 40. Okay, and the y-axis is of less than 350. Okay, then now I want to change the required y value. Y is of 25. Now I want to go for the 16. Okay, in this particular manner it will be displayed. So we can make any sort of changes on this particular graphs. Okay, apart from the once I'm going to change, what I'm doing exactly here, clicking on the right click, select the change chart type. Okay, this is about the pie charts. Next I can go for the bar graphs also. Okay, just click on make it as bar graph. Okay, in this particular manner it has been displayed. Okay, yeah, it is entirely opposite to that of the bar charts. Okay, and previously POE, POC, POA, everything has been there in the x-axis. The values has been there in the y-axis. They have been totally interchanged. Okay, this particular thing will be called as bar graphs. Okay, column graph and bar graph entirely different. So if I want to go for the area of plotting, we can go in this particular manner. Just to click on the selected one, what will be happening, you can see here. Okay, so POA, the value is of around 44. Okay, the value has been decreased. It will be covering the required portions also. It will be much more similar to that of the line diagrams. Once it has been there, if you're having some sort of stock, okay, select that particular one, what will be happening, just have a look. Okay, but this particular data we cannot apply for the area graphs or else star graphs. We can go for the surface also. Okay, different type of options has been available. So depending upon the values that has been there, we can do any sort of magic here. Okay, these are about the different type of things that we have seen. So in not only drawing the required graphs in the same sheet, we can draw the required graphs in other sheets also. Suppose for example, once you are opening the required workbook here, okay, you will be seeing with 3 default sheets. Suppose not in this particular one. Okay, I'm simply deleting. I'm not making any sort of cut copy paste. Okay, just I want to delete this particular one. It has been deleted. Okay, just click on the delete button. Now I'm going for the sheet 2. In this particular sheet 2, okay, suppose for a layman, I mean, what I want to do, I want to give the required output only as a graph. That's it. Okay, individual values is least bordered for a client, for example, and also for the customer. Okay, what in that particular case, there is no need for me to share the values and model the graph. I want to share only graph. So what I will be doing, I will be going for the sheet 2, for example. Now I want to go for the insert. And what I want to insert, I want to insert a pie chart. Select the required things. Okay, nothing has been selected. So go for the, what I want to do, I want to select the required data. So once this empty graph has been there, okay, here also I can select the required data. In the top, you will be having the required option called as a selected data. Or else, just right click on the particular graph, you will be having the selected data option also. Below the change data sheet type, select the required data. Okay, so nothing has been displayed here. So what I want to do, I want to select the required things. Okay, just to select, go for the required sheet. So automatically you can see the option values has been changed here is equal to sheet 1. What I want to do, I am selecting this particular portion, 6 values. Okay, and 6 values has been selected. Okay, now I want to make the required change as no, this is not the value. I want to make it as a program outcome. Okay, and moreover, what I want to do, I want to make the required this thing, what I have to say, the x-axis value should not be as 1 2 3 4 5 6. The value should be of POA, POC, POD, something else. So what I will be doing, I will be selecting this particular edit option. Okay, I want to select the required value, so directly I can go for the sheet 1. I will be selecting the column values. Okay, click on OK. So now you can see here. So in the sheet 1, I am having the entire data. In the sheet 2, I am having this particular values. So even though we are using multiple sheets, we can navigate from one sheet to other sheet. Okay, already PVR sir has told you about the navigation from one sheet to other sheet. Here I am navigating from one sheet to other sheet by drawing the required thing. Suppose if I am updating the required value, so here you can see the POA, the value is of some 44%. Once you are highlighting, the maximum the coverage value is of out of 100, it is covering around 22%. Suppose if I am updating the required values, okay, suppose now in the COA I am making it as a, instead of 3 I am making it as a 30. Now it has been updated to 71, for example. And now will check whether that particular thing has been reflected in the second sheet or not. Okay, automatically it has been reflected. Previously it is a 44, now it has been modified to 71, and the percentage previously it is of 22, now the percentage coverage is of 31. So in this particular manner, once you are making any sort of changes on the existing data, as the particular data has been selected to draw the graphs, once we are changing the values, automatically graph will be reflected. The graph will be reflected whether it is present in the same sheet, whether it is present in the other sheets, whether it has been present in the other Excel workbook also. Once we are developing some sort of linkage between all the things, and once we are developing the required graphs by using the parent values, once the parent values has been updated, automatically the things will be reflected in the graph also. Okay, so this is the thing what Sarah has requested me to discuss about regarding how we are going to navigate from one page to other page, how we are going to draw the graphs, pie charts, bar charts, and other things. Okay, so now the time is of 10:22. Okay, so any doubts? Can I check? Sir, can you include some z-axis to measure other quantities? Yes, of course, Nana. But actually, this is a 2D images that what we are working with. Okay, if I am going with the 3D, if I am going with the 4D, there also we can change the required things by using different type of axes. Okay, suppose if you are looking at the table, it's a two-dimensional one. If I want to represent the required things in the three-dimensional, we can go for the cube, or else we can go for the cuboid. Okay, anything can be there. We can change the change the axes. We can have the different type of axes also can be included. But in the basic Excel, it will be working with only two different type of axes of X and more other Y. By using the other diagrams, what we are exactly using in the data analytics in the real world environment, like Tableau. Tableau is one of the tool that we are using to deploy the required results in the pictorial manner. Tableau. Okay, so in once this is an open source one, you can download this particular Tableau in your system. Whether I let me write, I will show the link for you. Just to go for the Google. Okay, click on the Tableau. Okay, you can see this particular Tableau has been there. Tableau. Okay, click on that particular one. Okay, you can have the tableau.com's website has been there. Just to go for that particular website. Okay, so there is no need to buy the required thing, just to go for the try now, or else you can go for the any sort of, so you can see the required diagrams here. So in the real world environment, we are working with in this particular manner. Okay, the graphs has been displayed in this particular manner. Okay, so it will be showing the three-dimensional architectures also instead of going for the two-dimensional one. Okay, Tableau will be allowing us for the three-dimensional one. Okay, suppose just to go for the try now. Okay, so you can have the required option called as a download free trial. This particular free trial will be valid for 15 days. You can download this particular one, and it will be much more similar to that of the Excel. Defaultly, some data sets will be available, some values will be there, some country, region, some information will be there. By using those particular information, you can do the magic. To be fact, I mean, in the real world environment, if you are comfortable with Tableau, they are paying huge lakhs of packages for you. Okay, this is the next versions for the Excels and other things. As you are in the first year standard, we are going with the basic things with the two-dimensional architecture as well. We can go for the Tableau and different type of other tools has been there. And not only the Tableau, we are having other tools also, which are especially used in the data analytics to produce the required end results. Okay, there we can have the required things also. Another thing I can see, sir, but depending on data only, one graph gives accurate representation. In that particular case, suppose if I want to mix multiple data sets, suppose one table is having some two columns and other table is having two columns. By combining those particular the two table information also, we can produce the graphs. No problem. We can. Okay, or can we use any graphs? Can we use any graph? What exactly it is? We can use any sort of graphs, no problem. Sir, what is the pattern of exam? Okay. You people, you are much more curious on the exam, I think so. Okay, no problem. So, my dear students, now the time is of 2:26. Take a break for 10 minutes of time. Okay. So I will post the what I have to say Google form link in the YouTube chat window itself. Okay, I will be giving half an hour of time for you. So by better go for the 15 minutes of break. By 2:45, I will enable the link for you, and I will post the same link in the same YouTube. Okay, so you can start your exam, and before 3:15, I will close the exam. Clear? The exam will be of MCQs. I'll explain you all, I think so. And moreover, only MCQs, multiple choice questions. It will be of only 15 to 20 questions has been there, I think so. And moreover, the thing is nothing but Sarah has clearly informed you, I think so. The students who has written the exam are eligible to get the certificates. That is nothing but the course completion certificates. Okay, that's some you'll be having a certificate saying that some so and so student has completed some so and so certificate in some so and so course. So we are having other questions, sir. We provide the link or where you can learn this full course? Which particular full course that you are exactly in need of, whether it is a Tableau or else a data analytics, and show how to access LPU. This is Sahil. This is not the right time to show how to access LPU. Okay. So take a break for 10 minutes. I will by 2:45. I will enable the link. I will post you the link in the chat window. You can start your exam. Okay. So please don't close the YouTube channel. If you are closing, the entire chat window data will not be visible for you. So it will be hard for you. Okay, just please open the YouTube channel in this particular fashion only. Sir, way to write exam once repeat, sir. Sir, I am giving you a Google form. A form will be there. Just open that particular form, give your information like roll number, name, your branch, your specialization, and everything, and just start attempting the required questions. That's it. It's MCQs only. Okay. That's it. Wait a while for exactly. I will be posting the link by 2:45 sharp. Okay. Take a break for 10 minutes. Yeah, dear students, I had given the posted the Google Form link in the YouTube chat window just to check it once and start attempting. And I am going to close the session. I am going to close the link by 3:15 sharp. That is 3:15. By 3:15, I'm going to close the link. Okay. Once you have to submit only before 3:15 itself. Even after 3:15, you are going to submit. It will not be going to accept. And once more, I'm very much clear who are going to write and pass in the assessment are eligible to get the certificate, 1 week of F certificate. Okay. Thank you. Dear students, link already దాదాపుగా around 30-40 times paste చేశాను. Still people are asking for the link. The same link will be available in your college official WhatsApp group also. Please check it well. If you are not in a position to see the link in the YouTube chat window, please check for the link in your college WhatsApp group. Already some of the students has completed their exam and even they had got the marks also. Still the people are asking for links. Please check it once. Immediately marks will not be displayed for you. I'll be sharing a key for you. With the key you can after 3:30 after exam completion of exam I'm going to share the key. So with that key you can compare your marks. Yeah, very good evening, my dear students. Hope you everyone has completed the assessment. I had even closed the assessment. I had given first I had thought of giving the time up to 3:15, but I had been extended by 3:30. Some students has given some sort of information that sir, we haven't got the link, something, something, something. So now itself, I will share the key for you. Okay, please check your marks with your key so that you can assess yourself. That's it. Okay. Have a great day. Thank you. I would like to thank all our students and moreover our speakers for coming forward and sharing their knowledge with you. Thank you, my dear students, for coming up and participating in our 1 week FDB program. Okay. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.